We all love a good wedding, right? Well, as you may or may not know, one of the main important parts of a wedding is the cake cutting portion, where the bride and groom, hand in hands, cut the wedding cake together and they grab a piece of cake and feed it to each other, right? That's what's supposed to happen. However, in some instances, typically from what I've seen, is the groom, he thinks it'd be really funny to destroy the moment by smashing cake into his wife's face. And we're going to see some of those. Hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. We're off to a great start. I just want to punch him in the face. Now we have this other beautiful moment where look at her. She looks absolutely stunning. Look at her makeup, her hair, her dress, the pose. Just what's supposed to be a beautiful picture op and just a lovely moment. But watch how this groom decides that it would just be better if his bride was in the water. Who who does this? Why would you do this? This is like a trust fall gone wrong. How would you ever trust this man ever again? Ever. What's the celebration? What are we celebrating here? Asshole of the Year award? This has got to be one of the worst ones, honestly. In the water, and he's not even trying to help her. Oh my God. Smashes her face with cake to the ground. To the ground. She didn't stand a chance. Wow. Looking forward to a future with this one. Yeah. How is this funny? How is this funny? Now, this one confused me a little bit. I looked in the comments because I wanted to make sure it wasn't a skit because it was so intense. And then I found out that they're a band. I didn't know about them, sorry, but they're pretty talented. Their music's pretty cool when I looked through their TikTok. But this was wild. This was like a WWE premiere at the wedding, and they were the stars. Wild. Take a look. I can't help but laugh because it's so ridiculous and something I would never expect to see at a wedding. But I mean, I guess they're both okay with it. I don't know if this was planned, but they look to be having a good time and they didn't, I don't know, I guess they didn't get mad or anything. Not for me. Not for me. This is not what you're going to do to me on my wedding day. But I guess. Aw, this was just a little decoy to throw you guys off. This one's not bad. It was just a little feel-good moment to break the havoc a little bit. But no, nothing bad happened in this one that we can see or anything. But cute moment. Now this one, his face alone bothers me, and that's really mean to say, but you're gonna see what he does. He just snatches the cake cutting serving thing from her hand, and overall he just doesn't look like he likes her. Like, why are you there? He looks angry. Look at this. See, he just takes it away from her, like they're not supposed to do it together, right? Already. Already. Look at him. Look at that face. Oh, how cute. You're so cool. You're so cool. Oh my. Look, he just keeps going. How is this okay? Wow, cute. And he feeds it to himself. See, he's just like, whatever. Now this guy, by the caption alone, you can see how sweet of a groom he's gonna be when your husband smashes the cake all over you before the first dance. What kind of animal does this? Look, all over her face, her hair, sprinkle some on top. Wow, beautiful. Now this next one is one of the worst ones, if not the worst one I've ever seen, because she ends up legitimately getting hurt. She's bleeding by the end of this, and all for what? What is the point of this? But take a look. Take a look. I don't know if they ended up getting divorced, how the caption says. I don't know if this is her page, but this is just nasty work. Nasty work. Again, he's this one too. He smashes her face with cake all the way down. Why would you do this? He just keeps going. She's obviously mad, so she's trying to put some on him now, but she's upset, as she should be. This is not okay. This is not okay. That's where they realize that she's seen her dress. That's exactly what you want as a bride. Really? On her arm. And you're still smiling, sir? How are you touching her? This is how would you not think that this is going to be an abusive relationship? Like, this is abusive if you do this in front of people at your wedding. All right. These two are having a good time. They're dancing, as you should. It's your wedding. I'm going to put 3 pounds of powdered sugar on top. That's a lot of sugar. That's okay. No one's going to try the cake anyway. And there he goes, sticking his dirty little finger in there. Bye. Wow, that's nice. And then he walks after her. For what? What are you going to do? And then there's this one. I dislike this one for various different reasons. I do see he's like trying to be playful with her and like try to feed her the cake and then pull it back and then try to feed her. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. It's just a little prank. And I don't like how she goes to feed him his peas and she like pushes it in his mouth. I could see how maybe she like smacked his teeth or something. But his reaction, what were you going to do, sir? Beat her in the middle of the wedding? If there's one where they should not have stayed married, this is it. This is it. See, he's trying to mess with her. Okay. He's messing with her, but it was still gentle. Now she grabs the peas. She was obviously annoyed and smacks. See, she hit him. I want to say she hit him in the mouth, but what were you going to do? What is this about? Now here's our next lovely couple having a good time, enjoying their day together. And then this happens. The happiness in his face, like he just did his big one. And she is in what I can look at as disbelief. Like, how could this happen on my wedding day? How dare you? Look at her hair. I don't think men realize the amount of time and effort that women put into our weddings and how we look, and it's it's supposed to be the most special day of our lives. Why is the only question I have. Why? This next one is a little redemption story for the ladies where he tried it, but she looks like she could take him down 3 times. Now this one is just really vile, abusive behavior, in my opinion. I don't know if he's drunk, which I don't care, does not matter, but it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. The whole cake, shirt open, tosses it again in her face. Disgusting. And now to close things off, we have this lovely couple who agreed upon not doing no smashing of cakes on their wedding, which is lovely. And instead they did this, which was pretty funny, but wholesome. And that's all I have for you today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this compilation of just horrible. I don't like this at all. It's not for me. I guess it depends on the person, it depends on the couple, and if it works for you, that's nice. But overall, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about smashing cake on one of the most important days of your life? Is this something that you did at your wedding? Did you experience this at anybody's wedding? Let me know. Let me know what you think. And I hope to catch you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. Again, I hope that we can build a fun community where we can just watch all this craziness unfold on the internet. Bye.